Good morning. Sitting here, basking in the sun, having some coffee, getting ready to go up to Craig Canyon today. Karen's not ready for prime time, so she's over here, out of sight, out of mind. No, not out of mind. Anyway, slept quite well last night. No rain, which was nice. Even though the rain really wasn't a problem, for some reason it kept me awake. But today looks like it's going to be a nice day. There's a few clouds around, but nothing that looks like it's going to be an issue. So today we're going to take a walk up to Craig Canyon and see how far we can get. I was just visiting this book by Dijonais that talks about Craig Canyon, and it's supposed to be a really pretty canyon, and it's right over here, one of those canyons over there. So we've been there before. I think, like I said yesterday, we had dogs, and the dogs, we were afraid, couldn't get over some of the obstacles we came to, so we didn't go very far. So today we're going to try to get a little farther. Yesterday we didn't get very far, but we had a nice adventure anyway. It was a good day. And then we came back and relaxed, and I had a fire last night. It was cool. Anyway, today's a Monday, and probably tomorrow I'll probably head over to the hot springs, get some showers and clean up a little bit. Then I think we're going to go to the beekeeper's cabin the next day. We'll drive over to the beekeeper's cabin, which is pretty cool. I keep hearing chuckers. There's chuckers up in there. I don't know if you can hear that or not, but that's chucker. We're heading up the road that goes to the mouth of Craig Canyon. There's a old mining operation up here. There's a mine shaft. Above the mine shaft it says bad air, and we saw the bad air sign, but we decided to go in there anyway, which we did, and it turned out that the air was definitely bad. When we hurried out of there, it took a while to recover from the bad. It was just bad air. I don't know what to say about it. It was something wrong with it for sure. You didn't have enough oxygen or something.
Talk about the tram.
Oh yeah, we're at the bottom of the tram. The salt tram. The tram that they use to get the salt out of here goes right up that canyon there, and then there's a big old tram tower up on top of one of those ridges that I can't see right now. But there's some tram remnants down the bottom down here, and there's a road that goes to them. But where we're going is over here. So we got to the end of the road. This is where we've been here before. If you go right up here, there's a mine up there, and above the mine it says bad air. That's the one with the bad air, so we're not going in there. There's a little cabin here that used to be here, a little rock cabin, an old stove it looks like over there. Craig Canyon is up this way. We're going to go up that way. So we've looked around these ruins before, but this is a great little camp spot. There's a fire ring here, and there's another fire ring over here somewhere behind the bush. Nice little flat area. You get some good morning sun right here. This is a good little place to camp if you're so inclined. There's some flowers blooming up here too. Did you see this yellow flower? Yeah. And look at the creosote's blooming pretty good too. Boy, these creosote bushes have been getting a lot of rain this year, and they're looking beautiful. This one's going to be covered with yellow flowers here before long. Another little rock house right there. Not sure when they mined here, but there's no mining equipment here to speak of, but they use a lot of rock to build things. And they must have had dozers to push some roads in here. Anyway, where we're heading is up that way. Nice view of the Salt Lake down there. This trail's pretty well defined here. There's some spots where you have a little trouble picking your way through the rocks, but for the most part, there's a trail here that people have developed from over the years, I guess. Maybe since Dejanay wrote the book. Well, dropped into this wash and we lost any semblance of any trail that might have been here. And this I'm sure this wash has all been flushed out during that hurricane. Not hurricane, but the bad weather we had last year. So let's pick our way through this till we get up to the mouth of the canyon. Here's the first obstacle we've come to. It's
That's when we turned around.
No, I don't think so. Looks like there's a way around it. Going up here. This is the bypass for this first waterfall. Here we go with the first waterfall. There's this rocky thing. That's doable there. And there's a little rocky ledge there. I think that's where we made it to last time, but we didn't have this big waterfall before. And then we got up in a little ways and it was just too much trouble. The problem is Karen's not real comfortable on this stuff, and I don't blame her. So I think this is going to be the end of the road. So here we are coming down this
precipice.
Difficult. Yeah, that's a long fall if you were to fall down there. So we're just not going to tempt fate. This is just too much trouble for us. So wait a minute. Let me help you.
No, I think I can.
All right, just keep leaning. You got good footholds there.
Should I go down?
That's a long way down. When we came up here the first time, I'm pretty sure there was dirt all the way up to here, so this was an easier place to get over. You didn't have to worry about dying or getting a broken leg at that point. And getting past there wasn't too bad, but she's too unsteady for this, so we're not going to do this. It's just too much. But anybody that comes up here, this is doable. This is easily doable. And farther up from what I could see, it looked pretty doable going up to. So it's not a insurmountable thing but for us old folks, and unfortunately we have a few years on us, it's not worth us taking this kind of chance up here, and so that's where we're at. So we're just gonna err on the side of caution. What are you doing, video? What are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, I went ahead and scrambled up this little rocky area. I wasn't comfortable with Karen getting up here, so, but I've got a picture of her. She's waving to me. I've got a picture of her standing in front of this waterfall, I believe. And when we came up here the first time, I walked up ahead, which I'm going to do right now, and it looked a little difficult for the dogs, so that's why we didn't do it. But let me get past this little spot and we'll see what's up ahead. Here's the next little obstacle above that. I think it's doable. I'm going to give it a try. I turned the camera off though. Okay, here's looking down that little spot I just came up. I was just down there a minute ago. Whoa. Canyon really gets into some narrows. Well, this is all doable, but without my partner, I don't know if I want to go anymore. But it looks like this is all doable quite a ways up. So that's what it looks like at the mouth. Got the jets flying today out over Saline. They haven't been flying the last couple of days. Anyway, I'm going to head back down. That's about what it looks like up here. It's completely doable beyond here. In those places that I climbed over, they're easily climbed. If you're a little bit more sure of yourself than Karen is, and she was probably better off when we were here before. We were both young, a few years younger, probably in better shape than we are now. So there's no use taking those kind of chances out here. It's too much, it's too remote. So you can hear the jets flying. Oh, that's a pretty place, though, I gotta tell you. All right, camera down so I can climb down this thing. That's probably down to that little gravel bed down there is probably a 15, 18 foot drop. So gotta work my way down this little side crack. Okay, I got down that. There's some good little footholds here. There's a good foothold here. Another one right there. You can grab a hold of the rocks to help you. And then once you get past that, it's just a matter of working your way up through that crack there. Pretty easy to go in here. So, polished bedrock. Probably limestone, I imagine. Hey! Hey!
Whoa.
Hey!
Was it beautiful?
Another one of those rock, looks like it was could have been a place where somebody was staying, I don't know. There's this one and then there's another one right down there. So we just ran into a guy, he drove up here and he's going up inside Craig Canyon. So, okay, well, we're back at the Jeep. I'm gonna go over here and look in this little cabin. Big something. I'll have to look that up. I think it's on my map that Dijonais put it in the book. I don't know if this is a house or what. I imagine the people were mining out here, they had to have a place to stay, so this is probably it. And this thing looks like an old stove or something. It looks like stovepipe right there. Yep. My guess is that's an old stove. A little bit rusty. Been out here a while. Moull Molcooly. I don't know, that's kind of weird. Yeah, anyway. Like I say, there's that mine up there that you don't want to go to. I mean, you can go there, and if you go in, be aware that the air is definitely not good. I've driven by this thing hundreds of times. Well, however many times I've been out on this road. Feels like hundreds of times. And I never stopped here to look at it. It's kind of interesting. It's got a lot of rock work. And then we were just noticing this thing over here that's got like a rock floor. We're not really sure what was going on here, but like I said, driven by here many times and never stopped to look at it. That's definitely a rock floor of some sort. It's probably with native stone. Interesting. Let's see what this is.
That's pretty ingenious, really.
Yeah. Go over here and check this big old thing out. A lot of rock work. A lot of rust. Big round rusty things. Look at those round rusty things there.
Like tank tops?
Yeah, could be. They're sure rusted away. Just from up on the top of that rock work. Some sort of processing plant, I bet. Well, there's an old rock building. We'll have to go down and take a look at that.
Up and there's like a huge, big, wide road.
Sarsaparilla. Check that out.
Aw, cool. Oh, that's Candace's place, huh?
Yeah. Oh, this looks like it was a kiln or something. Doesn't that look like a place they've been burning things?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Wonder what?
Don't know. And there's this campsite back here.
See back there? Those are
Got a supply of firewood. Kind of blocked off from the road. The road, you can still see the road down here, but this would be a little out of the way spot to camp. Fairly flat. Got some old stuff to check out. Interesting. Yeah, this is some sort of smelter or something, because that's where you'd let the air in those places there. This must have been probably a smelter. Lots of really old rust though.
Look at this, is old. Woo!
Old and hot?
Old hot.
Yeah. Look at this.
Oh. You know what that was?
I don't know.
Looks like a resistor. Or one that my ring made in.
Yeah.
From that.
Got a little bloody. What a great view. Well, here we sit in the shade. You gotta love it. This is like about perfect. Doesn't get a whole lot better than this.
Nope.
Temperature's perfect. We're sitting in the shade, of course. Yesterday we sat in the shade and actually got a little cool, so we moved into the sun. Today the shade is perfect, so we don't have any issues with being too cold. Had a great day today. We went up and saw more of Craig Canyon than we ever saw before, so that was pretty cool. Ran into a guy up there that was going to go up the canyon, so I was able to share a little information with him. That was good. So tomorrow, we came back, we explored that little place down here that you saw already, and kind of a weird little thing at the bottom of Hunter Canyon. So tomorrow we're going to head over to my favorite place, and spend another couple of nights there before we head home. So this is kind of a cool place to camp, but it has some bugs. This time, at least right now it does. And we've been here before when there wasn't really any bugs. We still had problems with the burrows, but the burrows haven't bothered us this time, but the bugs were. But that's because it's been so warm. I'm not complaining. The bugs are not a big deal. Karen's got a bunch of bug bites on her though. She's not as happy with the bugs as I am. But today it's a little breezy. It's not windy, but it's a little bit breezy, and all that breeze, and that's all it takes to keep the bugs away. So it's nice to have a little breeze. Plus it keeps everything cool. So we're gonna probably barbecue up some ribs for dinner tonight, and tomorrow we're gonna pack up and head over to across the valley. So we will see you later.